Hello. I've had quite a few emails asking questions about the knife, my own knife, that I put this motto on, and I've done a couple in the last few weeks. Well, it's an etch, which is cut deep. I'd say it's about 1 millimetre deep at least. You can certainly feel it. It's never ever going to wear off. But that's done with an etching process, which is you first develop it on the computer, find a font and everything that fits, print it off several times, measure it. Then you print it onto a clear acetate. After that you use that acetate as a stencil. You use this light sensitive material. It goes in a light box the way the old photographs used to be developed. Then you make a stencil. You put the stencil on the blade, attach some electricity through it, and with electrolytes it removes metal, basically. There's a lot more to it than that. But I also did this one, "Courage grows stronger at the wound." What a fantastic phrase that is. This one's for sale, by the way. I can remove them or change it. It's not so deep that I can't go back into the workshop and change this. Well, not that one. That's my knife. But that's what I'm offering. I might be creating a rod for my own back. I'm not charging for these things at the moment. But I will have to. I don't know how much it'll be. But because there's quite a bit of work involved. But that's what I'm doing. That's the etching. It is deep. It's permanent. There's no question of that. Somebody suggested that this would be good for, especially this phrase, good for veterans. I can add service dates. I could do regimental logos and shields, banners, family crests, and all the rest of it. And I hope not to regret it. But I'm really enjoying it at the moment. It's a great addition to a knife, and I think it's quite special. And in the area of highly customed knives that I am, this is just another step in that direction. So there we go. That's what I'm doing. The sky's the limit. It's your imagination that is the only limit, really. Or I'll say that at this stage anyway. Obviously there's a certain amount of common sense going to be used in what can and cannot fit. I have been doing some tests with putting a vine pattern here. Now the vine pattern is cut into the metal using files, whilst the metal is still soft. After they've been hardened, as somebody recently wanted, I can't put a vine pattern on, or I thought I couldn't. Certainly when it's been hardened, there isn't a drill or a file will barely scratch this steel. It's so hard. So you can do nothing to it once it's hardened. But the etch is deep enough, and I'm just doing some tests to see if a vine pattern is going to hold its own, or any file pattern on the spine is going to hold its own. I need to do it and then abuse a knife and see what happens. So that's the etching, and that's what we're doing here. Bye.